I think we're good. Hey everybody, Josh Brown here, managing editor, Towne Post Network and Geist Magazine. Hanging out this morning with the one and only Joey Chestnut. Joey, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, Joey was kind enough to let me roll by and pick him up at his hotel. We've grabbed our Starbucks coffee, so we're getting ready for the day. Well, it's 11 o'clock now, so hopefully we're ready for the day.
We're ready. Liquid diet for me.
Yeah.
I have to eat tomorrow.
Right. Well, Joey, so your month today, I mean a month exactly removed from the latest Nathan's hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July. How do you feel, man? You feel like you've recuperated yet?
I definitely recuperated. I've been a little bit on celebration mode for a couple weeks. I'm a little bit bloated. Been having a little bit too much, not partying too much, but been eating all the food that I was. Because when I'm getting ready for the 4th of July, I'm on a diet, and so I'm kind of I'm not enjoying any steaks or chicken parm or my fried chicken or anything. But so I've been I've gained a little bit of weight, but now I'm getting ready for contests and
took a little time off, got a little vacation in.
Yeah, put on little lbs, and now I'm ready. Now I'll be eating ice cream tomorrow.
Sweet. So let's talk a little bit more about the contest, because you broke another one of your own world records, 74 hot dogs. I was watching this year with a buddy. We were watching in our office.
I know what you're gonna say.
The ticker was off.
They screwed up.
The ticker was off, and we're
oh my God.
You know what's so crazy? What frustrated us?
It's so frustrating.
It looked like it was way off, and so it was done. We knew you won, and we flipped the channel off, man.
You didn't even figure out.
We didn't even know. I didn't even find out till later that night. And I was like, what? Or I would have stayed to watch the interviews. I was like, what happened?
Dude, it was like 2 minutes into the contest. I could hear what they had. I could see what they had me at, and I was like, you guys are 10 off.
So you keep a count in your head?
Yeah, because I'm dunking the buns in water, and I do 10 buns per every cup.
Okay, so you know.
I knew after my second cup, I was like, oh, you guys are off by 10 hot dogs.
and the crowd would have went nuts if they would have known.
It's a bummer for the crowd and a bummer for the MC or the guy working the crowd.
Yeah, because he doesn't know.
He feeds off it. He feeds off the crowd energy and the record, and I was a blistering rhythm. Oh, dude, I was so fast. That was a bummer.
That is a bummer. Well,
they'll make changes next year.
They'll get it right.
I'm sure they'll. That's the way life works. In order to make the system better, you have to make a mistake.
But they have actual judges on hand who are keeping their count, and they're the ones who knew that had it right.
No, the judges in front of me at the end of the contest, they admitted they didn't know where I was at
really.
Yeah, so they had to count the plates. They had to count because every plate has 5 hot dogs on it, so they counted all the plates at the end, and they figured, all right, 74.
Wow. Well, so what does this mean to you, right? It's another record you've broken, 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes. It just sounds insane. What's the ceiling? Are you going for 80 next year? Like, what are we looking at?
We don't know, man. It's it's exciting. My body's still cooperating. Every year I'm learning a little bit more about my body and how to push it a little bit farther. Although I'm also getting a little bit older every year.
Right.
I'll tell you, once I hit 30, it's so much easier to gain weight and a lot harder to lose it. I have to run more. It sucks, but at the same time, I still know my body better than ever, and I know 75 is doable, 76 is doable. If somebody's right there behind me,
push it.
Oh yeah, because it's hard to. Towards those last couple hot dogs, you could burp at any moment, and then a burp looks like a barf, and then that's disqualification. So I'm slowing down on purpose at the end, just so I can eat deliberately without taking any chances.
Okay, cool. Well, so for those watching, they might be wondering, what is Joey Chestnut doing in Indianapolis, right? Well, he's here for the second annual Ice Cream Eating Championship. They had this last year at the Indiana State Fair. It was a big hit. It's back this year, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
So you're getting, kind of geared up for that. Last year, I think the world record set was 16 and a half.
They broke my record.
That was yours?
I wasn't there. So...
Yeah, so this is your first one this year. Last year, the new record set, 16 and a half pints of ice cream in 6 minutes.
They must have been soft.
That's a lot of ice cream.
That's like 2 gallons of ice cream.
That's a lot.
They must have been making a mess. I'm going to turn it on. It's going to be
So you've come here.
I'm going to take back my record. Yeah, I'm taking I wasn't here last year. Now they broke my record. Yeah, I can't let it go.
Yeah, you can't let it settle.
I can't. And I love Indianapolis. I come here every year for St. Elmo's from
right. So you're no stranger to this city.
No, this is a great city. So
where does it rank up there? I mean, you travel all over the world, not much less the U.S. I mean, where does Indianapolis rank for you? How do you like it here?
A clean, big city. There's not too many of them in the United States.
Yeah.
It's happy people, good food, great downtown bars. Damn, and decent food. Yeah, I'm happy to come back here. Every year I'm like, damn, I kind of want to stay.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit. Obviously, for those who don't know, I mean, I'm sure they do. Obviously, you do a lot more than the hot dog eating contest. This being one of them. Let's talk a little bit about ice cream in general. I know you. I mean, you don't have to give your whole strategy and game plan here, right? But there are tips and tricks when we watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. You know, you guys are dunking the buns in the water. That helps probably get things down quicker. Is there anything at all you can do in an ice cream eating competition to help with?
There's very little. You just have to kind of turn your brain off and go numb and find a rhythm and do the same thing over and over because it's gonna hurt. Everything's gonna hurt. My hand's gonna hurt from dipping it into ice cream over and over again. My teeth, my throat, everything's gonna hurt. So it's just a matter of can I just block it out for those 6 minutes, and I usually do pretty good. I might have some warm water to drink just in case I absolutely need it, but I hope I don't.
You can do that during the contest.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to, just because it slows down the rhythm.
Right.
But I just want to do the same thing over and over again, and hopefully the crowd's pushing. It's only 6 minutes.
Right.
It's a shorter contest because it does hurt. It's gonna be a painful one.
Well, that was my curiosity too. I mean, as far as the difficulty among the mini contests you do, where does ice cream eating rank up there?
It's one of the more painful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It ends up being almost capacity also. 2 gallons is a lot. We're talking of 2 gallons of ice cream. Because it's creamy ice cream, it's not that heavy, but we're talking probably 14 pounds of food.
Right.
So that's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, and in 6 minutes, it's not a lot of time either. So you gotta do it quick.
I'm hustling. I'm a big boy. I don't move fast very often, but you'll see the spoon hitting my mouth fast.
Quick. Awesome. Well, is it just plain vanilla ice cream? I'm curious.
I think it's vanilla bean, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
I like vanilla.
Okay.
It's been the standard for a while.
I was wondering if they give you guys preference or if it's just vanilla for everybody.
I think it's vanilla for everybody.
Okay.
But
Okay. Cool.
Vanilla's pretty damn good. It's hard to beat that.
It works out, yeah. I mean, you don't want something crazy in there. You can't be eating Rocky Road.
Or cookie dough.
Something stuck in your
Oh my
throat.
God.
That would be pretty rough.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Well, let's talk a little bit about some of the records you've set. The hot dogs being one of many. I mean, you've eaten 121 Twinkies in 6 minutes. You've done the 55 glazed donuts in 8 minutes. You talked about St. Elmo's earlier, 15 pounds there. I mean, just talk a little bit about these records. We talked some about ice cream and the difficulty, but for you, maybe what's the funnest one you enjoy doing each year, and what's probably the toughest one you've done?
Oh my God, there's always some fun ones. Let me think. Pumpkin pie. There's a great pumpkin pie festival in this little town in California.
Cool.
And it's the best pumpkin pie. I don't even like pumpkin pie, but this pumpkin pie it's one of my favorite contests.
Yeah.
I do close to 20 pounds every year, and it's delicious.
That's a lot.
I'm a fat boy having fun in that contest.
Big pumpkin pie fan.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones. A hard one. Oh my God, I love hot dogs. I love Nathan's contest, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's actually we're talking 40,000 people screaming at you, and it's stressful.
It's
almost.
amped up.
I love it, but it's one of the hardest ones by far. But I still love it. As far as ones that I don't like, oh my God.
Well, even just hearing from me, like the Twinkies and the glazed donuts, I'm like, there's no way.
Oh yeah, you're not feeling good after Twinkies.
I'm feeling good.
I love donuts, and I love Hostess Twinkies, but dude, after 121 of them, that sugar rush is not something my doctor's happy about.
And you probably don't want to see one for a while after that either.
And just every time after every contest, I'm trying not. I'm not craving food at all for usually about 24 hours. But as soon as I can eat, I'm trying to eat salad, high fiber.
Okay.
Just get it down.
So it takes about a full day for you to really recuperate.
Yeah, about that.
Depending on the contest, yeah.
If hot dogs, it take 2 days.
Really?
Because I'm taking in, I think it was like 18 pounds of food.
Right.
And then more pounds. So it takes a long time to get that through.
Did you see one of our designers at our office? We were watching this yesterday. They had one of the ESPN, the sports science videos on you. I think it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he's just shoving the hot dogs to show like the capacity of how your stomach comes out and how much. It's wild.
It's wild. It takes years to teach my stomach to stretch and those muscles, and it goes back to normal. Those muscles stretch and they accepted amazing amount of food. So and that's not pretty. It's like any competitor who pushed themselves to the limit. You see how big the muscles are on a weightlifter, and how much
Right.
blood it takes. Or you see the stress on the legs of a marathon runner. It's anybody who pushes their body to the crazy limit. It's going to be intense.
Well, and obviously it's taken you years to master this, right? Even thinking about like gag reflux and things like that. I mean, that's something you've taught and you've practiced your body with. Right?
Oh, everything from the muscles in my jaws to my esophagus. Those muscles all have to get stronger and more willing to just push to a limit. When I swallow a bite of hot dog, I'm comfortable swallowing it. Most other people, it's a little bit too sweet. They have to chew it some more.
Right. Awesome. Well, we talked a little bit about being in Indianapolis. Obviously, you've been here before. You were here in 2016 for the St. Elmo, the shrimp cocktail contest there, and I believe another world record you set was probably with 15 pounds.
Yeah, that was a good year.
Talk a little bit about that. I mean, talk about that competition. I'm assuming there's a little bit of difference there because they've got their hot cocktail sauce in there too, and that sauce is pretty spicy.
Pretty spicy. Yeah,
it's really spicy.
It's explosive. It's not just spice. It's horseradish. It's pure
Right.
ground right there, and it's hard.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I tried, I was like, "This is a joke." And I was like, "Damn, they're putting this hot cocktail sauce on this amazing shrimp because those are some of the best shrimp you can
Right.
buy.
Right.
They're jumbo with crispiness. Oh my god, it's
So it's a tasteful one for you. You enjoy it, but
as soon as
so
usually I get better and better with that contest every year, just because I love the shrimp already.
Right.
And once I build the tolerance to the sauce, it was hands down. I was going to dominate.
right. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, let's talk a little bit. I mean, we've dove into the food some. Tell me a little bit about Joey Chestnut outside of the food competitions in the world. I mean, what are some of your hobbies outside of eating?
Eating's kind of taken. I love eating more than pretty much everything.
Sure.
But I like fishing. We came out with a condiment brand, Joey Chestnut condiments.
Cool.
And actually, I think they're available in Targets in the area.
Nice.
We have 2 different types of mustard, and then a coney sauce, which is a ketchup alternative.
I bet that's pretty cool for you to see stuff like that.
Dude, it's so amazing. and it took a long time to develop. And
Right.
these are flavors that I'm super proud of. So, and we do work with charities.
Right.
We awesome work with Hidden Heroes.
Okay.
So for a while we were donating all the profits to Hidden Heroes. So that's awesome. I'm super happy to be a part of that. And what else? I love going to sporting events.
That's what I was gonna say. You a big sports
my
fan?
God.
What are your teams here? Favorite sport? Favorite teams?
A's fan, Oakland A's.
Okay.
We're making a run right now too.
You are making a run.
We just overtook Seattle for the second wild card, and I think
And that's a big deal.
It was well, yeah.
Because Oakland's roster's flipped every year. It seems
Every
like.
year. Well, it's the Moneyball thing. Billy Bean and they're making a great team out of very little, or they're finding talent where other people didn't see.
Yeah,
it.
that short-term talent that they can keep and then
Yeah.
maybe flip a couple years later and get some more.
And building the team chemistry.
Right.
They're big on finding a teammate for the team. It's not just a name.
Right.
It's somebody who's gonna be a part of the team.
Yeah, Oakland, that's fun to watch. So you're a big baseball fan.
Oh yeah. As soon as I get back, I'm going to an A's game on Tuesday night.
Nice, awesome. Well, what about music? Are you a big music fan? What do you get into usually? You going to concerts or?
Oh my god, I'm mostly rock, but I'll listen to anything that's good.
Okay.
I'll catch Lady Gaga and
Nice.
my pre-contest mix because it amps you up.
Nice.
And so I'll listen to anything, but I'm big Red Hot Chili Peppers. What else? Yeah, I'm lots of rock, but I'll listen to anything.
Cool. Well, I figured we could wrap this chat up maybe with a little bit of quick fire questions, rapid fire questions.
Ooh.
Nothing crazy. We'll just do a couple.
Let's amp it up.
Yeah, let's amp it up a little bit.
No, we're doing good.
Let's do. This is probably an easy one, but let's go into food wise. Favorite food and dessert. You can name both of them.
Prime rib and creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Have you done anything contest wise with creme brulee?
No, but I love just cracking the top of
Yeah.
it like glass. Yeah.
What about prime rib? I mean, are there contests as far as that goes?
No, I don't know if I would want to do a contest because I love it so much.
You don't want to ruin it for
Dude,
yourself.
it's one of those things that like it's a treat, and it's like, all right, this is I'm slowing down, and I'm enjoying it to the max.
Cool. All right. What about hot dogs or brats?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs all the way.
Hot dogs. Well, yeah, brats are. they're greasy as hell.
Yeah.
After you can only eat a couple of those.
Right,
Hot
and then
dogs.
you're done.
I can eat a hot dog every inning at least.
Right. Well, that's my curiosity. If Joey Chestnut's going to a baseball game or a cookout, how many hot dogs are you eating?
It's yeah. If I try not to get too carried away, but it happens.
Do you ever have friends or folks around that obviously know who you are and want to mess with you a little bit and try and challenge you in a little hot dog eating competition?
No, there's no point. They know that
you just bury them.
Yeah, I only do it if there's a reason.
Right.
I only turn it on if there's like I said, it'd be like when you challenge a professional boxer or race car driver.
Right.
No, there's no point. There's no point. It's just enjoy that. I love to eat. So
Right.
sometimes I do get carried away, but I try to eat what other people are eating. I try not to overdo it,
Cool.
which is hard.
What I'm curious here. You talked a little bit about the music and some of your playlists. Maybe give me two go-to songs that you're listening to right before a competition to get you amped up and get you hyped up for the competition.
Oh wow! I already said Lady Gaga, "Born This Way."
Hell yeah!
Born This Way. It's like, oh yeah,
Get you amped up.
I'm just ready. What else? I like Rob Zombie.
Okay.
He has a song, "Feel So Numb." He's like, "Feel so numb." I feel
That might
so
be the
good."
one to listen to before tomorrow.
And I'm trying to get numb and feel nothing and just find a rhythm.
Awesome, man. Well, that's about all I have, folks. Thanks again, Joey, for hanging out with us for a little bit, grabbing some coffee, and just chilling for a little bit. We appreciate it. Look out for Joey tomorrow if you're going to the Indiana State Fair this weekend. Competition's tomorrow. What time is the competition? Do you know?
Oh, I'm not 100%. I want to say it's 1:30.
Okay.
But
so earlier in the afternoon,
Yeah.
if you're around in the morning, you'll know what's going on. There'll be people around watching, and
if you see me, you can yell at me. Don't let me get lazy.
Don't leave it quiet. Be rooting him on, and let's see if he can knock down 17 or 18 pints of ice cream tomorrow.
Enough to win and a record.
Thanks again, Joey. Thanks everybody for watching, and we appreciate it. See ya.